There's really huge variety out here. Never know. Normally, you catch sailfish on a wire leader, but given that it was flying off a kite, couldn't see it. It's kind of just a bonus. Not what we wanted, but still fun to catch. I'm gonna bring this fish boat side, and Chris is gonna put a spaghetti tag in him. What that's gonna do is if the sailfish gets re-caught somewhere else, they call and data off that tag, the number on it. We'll know how far that sailfish has traveled, how much it's grown, how much time has passed since it was tagged and was caught again.
It tells you something about the preparedness of the real candy, that it is ready to tag a bonus species like this Atlantic sailfish. But Fred is here for Monster Kings.
Well, they are chewing this morning, that's for sure. Well, I'd say we were in the zone, huh? Yeah. That's one of the things I love about these anglers' envy rods. They've got a super flexible tip, which lets your bait swim around naturally, so you're not really dragging it around with a stiff rod.
Custom built by Kevin Knox, Anglers' Envy custom rods have unequal parabolic action, while having all the power to land hard-hitting, hard-running kings.
But it's got a real stiff backbone. Gives you plenty of lifting power when you need to get your fish up. Really nice specialized prod for these kings. Yeah, right here. Solid. That'll do just fine, huh?
Florida's southeast coast, they tell of giant kings, and Fred Levitman's task is to find the source of these stories, including bonus species. But his eye is never off the prize for long.
You got him right here. Yeah, it's a little guy. Why don't you nab him, Carl?
Go. About an 8-pounder.
I'm going to get the boys to pull these lines in. We're going to move over on the other side and try to get some bigger fish.
The green edge is the line of demarcation between shallow and deep, where predator and prey meet, where the real candy now sails.
This looks like a spot, nice area. We got a nice weed line. Got a good solid blue water edge right here. It's holding a lot of bait. We should knock them dead right here.
The thing about the kings is that they're going to be where the bait is. So if you can find what they're feeding on, you're going to find the fish. Sometimes all it takes is that 300-400 yard move like we just made. Barely have these lines out a minute. You can see when they hit those baits so violently, a lot of times you hook them in the back and the side and the gill plate. That's kind of where the stinger hooks come into play. Sometimes you might miss their mouth, but you'll get them one way or another. Even the little ones, a serious business end on them.
This is worth a second look. King mackerel is an aerial phenomenon, capable of leaping over 14 feet out of the water.
Nice shot, Carl. We're getting a little better.
About 18 pounds.
You know, the bites are red hot right now, so I'm gonna get it in the box and get our baits right back out. So when they're chewing, you want to take full advantage of it.
Gray skies are a good omen. Monster kings strike better in low light conditions.
At this point, I lost track of how many fish we had to the boat. I mean, the bite is on. It's on fire. It just keeps getting better and better. I like this place. I think I'm going to stay a little while. Get him in the boat, get him down, deal with the other two fish we have hooked up. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Let's just get that hook right out of him, get him in the box so we can deal with these other ones.
At the height of a kingfish bite, madness reigns supreme. Screaming reels and gaff fish are the demented norm.
Well, that is just slightly controlled chaos. Just the way I like it. Love it when it's fury. Don't know what's going on. Rods are going off. Riggers are flying. Kites are dropping in the water. Kings are sailing out.
This is just a lull into the storm. The change of light is the cue for the kingfish to launch full out into a feeding frenzy. On the reel candy off Jupiter, Florida, seaworm Fred Levigman is on a mission to see if the biggest kingfish swim in these waters. Certainly, the most high-flying do. For monster kings like this, it takes an expert captain and crew. Now, it's the hour of the king.
Thing running? Kingfish totally take advantage of the low light situation when they're hunting for their prey. As soon as that sun dipped low on the horizon, man, these kings just started chewing.
Left kite, short line. Second fish, second fish.
There's kind of mayhem on this fish. Another one bit the kite while we were spinning around. It got in the rigger. Am I sweating yet? I don't think I've stopped sweating. A little bit of controlled mayhem.
The stern of a kingfish boat is just another mental institution. Thanks to the captain and crew of the Real Candy and the Angler's Envy Kingfish rod, another king is in the range to be gaffed.
That'll do just fine, huh?
Nice. Go, Fred.
Nice.
Awesome.
He's got some girth on it, huh, Cap? Starting to like this little place called Jupiter.
The waters are the blue of marled ocean bottoms, the same blue as the backs of kingfish. for the captain and crew of the Real Kennedy and Fred. The hunt goes on. At the southern terminus of their annual migration, they are ready to feed in the vast schools of baitfish and fly through the air with the greatest of ease.